Hey,
Yeah, move over.
everybody get out of the chat and get into the voice room. Whatever you're doing over there, Wally. With your underwear or whatever your dog did. I don't know what the hell you're talking
What?
about. I don't know. He said something about his dog ate his underwear. It's not homework. Show up, Wally.
You have a dog? Wally has a dog?
I don't.
Has he ever mentioned this animal before?
Nope.
I don't believe it then.
Wait a second, man. I'm already messing this up. Because I already forgot from last week how to do the streamer mode. Wait, I just saw it. There we go. Streamer mode on. Boom.
Some of us, I think, are cats on the inside.
Okay.
He's a cat on the inside.
Yeah. So let's start off by saying good morning, Amsterdam. It is 6 a.m., 63 degrees. Gwei is tracking at 40. So if you needed to get those layer 1 transactions done, now is the time. It ain't getting this low for a long time. You know, we're not going to see those 10 Gwei days anymore. All right. So what's going on? I had some stuff I was thinking about that was going on, and I kind of forgot now. Let me go tell the chat room to jump in here. Everybody was chatting 2 minutes ago, and now they're not here. There we go.
Who's that?
I don't know, it's somebody. Welcome, welcome.
Humans.
It speaks.
It's all right, back to the room. Oh, it's Dan. Hey, how's it going, man?
It goes.
That's good. That's good. Oh, man. So, what are we... I had some stuff planned, and now I kind of forgot. I'm, like, totally drawing a blank.
You should have told me, and then I would have reminded you. You can't just rely on your own memory. You need to...
It's true. It's true. Yeah, well, I am... I'm turning my phone off, and of course, as soon as I touch it, it makes noises. I am going to I'm going to summon my Avagachi tomorrow, so that's going to be fun. I've made my decision, finally.
Is there like a whole ritual when you have to summon it? Like in movies when you summon a demon or something, there's a whole...
Yeah, it's a financial
blood.
ritual. I have to give it money.
Oh.
Yeah, I already bought the damn thing. So it cost me 302 ghost, which at the point of purchase was $600. And then in order to summon the Avagachi, okay, so going back a second, the Avagachi is a financial NFT. It is connected to an interest-bearing Aave account. So I'm not actually putting money in the Avagachi. What you have to do is you have to put money into Aave, and then you get back basically what is a tokenized receipt, which is AM whatever you deposited. So what I'm doing is USDT. So now that I just gave it away, everyone knows tomorrow. So before if you're seeing this, you'll know before the YouTube video. What's that?
You get money guacamole.
Yeah, basically. So like I put the USDT into Aave. They'll give me back AM USDT, which is my deposit receipt. I have to put that deposit receipt into the Avagachi. The weird thing about that whole thing is you can't get that back ever because there's a minimum that you have to put in the Avagachi, and the only way to get it back is to literally kill the Avagachi.
What happens when you kill it?
I guess you just make everyone else's more expensive.
It's a piggy bank. You have to smash it.
That's true. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, you have to smash the fucker. So yeah, I'm gonna do all that tomorrow. I finally made a decision. I feel informed enough think I've got a really rare one on my hands, even though its number is not very good. But that's only because, so I spend a lot of time in Discord, and this morning there was a call. There was an Avagachi community call with the, the coders and the developers and everything. And someone said in that call that in the future, certain things. Stop kicking the table.
You know what? I need to be a dick, but Bob is there, like biting himself, and I'm trying to get him to stop. And
well, we can hear the table being kicked. Anyway, so in the Avagachi call, they gave up some alpha that it was like if you have low aggression and big brains, you're gonna do really good in the realm. They're opening up the Avagachi gaming realm. So they're saying that low aggression, big brains will be really good. And then besides that, the one I want has mythically low eye shape and rare high eye color. So that's cool. Somebody is producing noise.
Sorry, I didn't realize I joined with my mic on. That might be my baby girl blowing into the microphone. Hang on just a second.
I'm sorry, I called you.
Oh, that's funny. So yeah, that's all right, Rosie. Oh. All right, Rosie.
No.
We don't even know what her problem is. She just sometimes likes to bark at cats when they walk by. Anyway, so yeah, I'm planning to do that tomorrow. And then I'm gonna get into gameplay. Got all kinds of computer problems going on because of this. All right, so I'm running Ableton Live 9 with a Sapphire Pro 40 for most of my music projects. And so I've got a bunch of open books, basically, that I haven't finished yet. And for that reason, I'm still running El Capitan on the computer. I have not even gone up to Mojave. We could be past, I don't even know where we are now. But I have not updated since then. 10.11 point something or other. But because of that, certain things don't work for me. So like apparently I can't start a Twitch channel because the Twitch Studio software doesn't work unless you have Mojave and up. And then what else was I trying to do? Oh yeah, my Ledger hardware wallet doesn't work. So that's great. I've got funds like sitting in an account that I can't do anything with because I can't make any transactions. I just like sent it in there and now it's sitting there.
The whole time you're talking about this, they're talking about snake pee in the chat.
Well, they're having a better
much
time than us. They're like, oh, this guy's boring the shit out of us. Nobody cares if your computer is out of date. Update that shit.
Moved on to.
Well, anyone who has, audio hardware knows that, like.
I'm funny. You keep going. You keep talking about your computer. There's snake pee in the chat, and you just.
I'm gonna get to the snake pee in a second.
Okay, we need to just let him finish because he's not going to be able to do anything. Like he's.
All right, let's see what's going. I gotta lean out of the camera here to read the chat. This is ridiculous. Wait.
What's the read the question
See,
out loud.
Wally, you just need to get on the chat with this shit. Revenge or spite pee?
What's the original question?
Do snakes ever purposefully pee on things?
If they're like cats, yes, all the time.
I mean, do birds purposely pee on things?
No.
That's all.
Yes, they do. Well, first of all, their pee isn't like just pee. It's like a mixture of both.
Yeah. Well, snakes
yeah.
too. That's why I
Oh, they
mentioned
do.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Snakes have similar reptiles and birds have the same
Not
pee.
the same.
So I'm gonna go with yes.
I think anything is capable of spiteful pissing. I think.
Yep. Snake ink. I don't know anything about snake ink. Is this a real thing? Wait, Wally is. Hold up. This dude is trolling us. He's not even in the call, but he's in the chat talking about snake pee, interrupting everything. What is this? Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know that much about reptile bathroom functions.
But you had reptiles. He loves lizards. For years, he was trying to convince me to get some lizards, that we should get some lizards.
Iguanas.
And I'm totally against it because until we can have a whole room just for them, I don't think they would be safe with all our cats.
She's got a point.
Yeah.
I had a 3-foot iguana, though. It was pretty badass. It would just walk around the house, do what it want.
No, the cats didn't bother?
It never spite peed on me.
Yeah. We just had a good relationship.
There was no spite pee. Yep.
And what happened to it?
It's not a good story.
Okay.
No, no, it's not that bad. Well, all right, so this was a while back. So it was, I'm going to date myself and tell you that it was pre-internet. The only way to learn things was via books. And it was an ancient time.
I don't feel like, I think there was internet when you had this.
Well, I didn't have it.
Okay.
It might have existed somewhere. I didn't have open access to it. And it wasn't very good. It wasn't like, there wasn't easy information necessarily. And even back then, even internet information was questionable because, it wasn't, internet information used to not be very useful, like functionally. Like if you needed to know how to do something, that really wasn't the place for it. You could go learn dry knowledge, but anyway, the point being that I read a book about how to take care of an iguana, and it was very wrong. And one of the things that it said was to give it, soak dry cat food in water for whatever, till it got soft, and let the iguana eat this dry cat food. Well, that gave this iguana, iguanas are supposed to live a lifetime, and I want to say I had this thing maybe 12 years at most. And yeah, its kidneys failed because I was feeding it cat food. Yeah, I mean, what the fuck?
But so many animals eat cat food because, outside the possums eat cat food. We have a blue jay that eats cat food. The raccoons eat cat food. I feel like cat food's just
it's not good for the kidneys. It's, my aunt explained it's like McDonald's, even for the cats. At best case, it's like feeding the cats McDonald's every day.
Oh.
But yeah, it got kidney failure. It lived a, pretty happy life, though. We didn't know anything was wrong. I mean, lizards can't tell you anything's wrong. So, that's, they're more stoic than cats, because cats will also never tell you anything is wrong.
But then they do the spite pee thing, and then they'll definitely let you know this.
All right, so cats will tell you things are wrong when they spite pee.
They'll come into your...
You got me, Wally?
They'll meow in your face. I think cats are the worst. I think dogs are the sweetest when something's wrong. They kind of just give you a pathetic face. Cats are awful.
Hamsters fear pee. They just fear pee.
So every time they do it, they're just terrified. They're just trying to
there's no spite there. They're just oh, okay. It's like they're having an attack on Titan moment, and they're just gonna pee on you, and it's fine. Oh wow. Yep. Right? That's what I'm saying.
Wait, what was before the WWW?
Before WWW, I guess
the
was just
World Wide Web.
yeah, it was like the walled gardens of Prodigy and whatever.
But I don't understand. How would you look for something? Like,
You had to be.
how did you use the internet?
I'll let Dan tell it.
There was not a lot. I mean, you had message boards, and that was about it. It was just you would sign into a service with a collection of message boards, and yeah,
Much like Discord.
kind of. Although less chaos. It was much more organized.
Netscape Navigator. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had it broken down into weird. Like there was one called Alt, A-L-T.
I've never even heard of that.
Well, it was like alt dot. So I'm from Ohio, so it was called the Cleveland Freenet.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Dan K's got it. So, but you would log in with the username password, right? And
I agree with
just
the French parade. I liked it.
Yeah.
No, Wally's like, what the hell is he talking about? No. Brian's wife said she that I would look better with a French braid. She French braided my hair last time I saw her. It was nice.
And then you just
Anyway, no, back to the look, you told me to pay attention to the chat. We got off subject with snake pee. Now we're gonna get off subject with my hair.
Should I braid your hair live while we're doing the
Yeah, let's do it. We know we gotta do
the
it.
shape of a snake's cloaca. We'll just bring it
There
all,
you go.
all around
What's
together.
his cloaca?
What is a cloaca?
Cloaca is a beautiful all-purpose hole through which all of your business goes in both directions.
There you go.
So you
In
eat
both
through
directions.
it? Like you
Well,
eat
no,
into it
but
and then
you
No, no,
do
no, 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 no.
your sexy
You both
stuff
do.
and your poopy stuff
That's all.
all through the same hole.
But isn't
Other end,
with
other end,
people-
other end.
But I didn't know. I thought maybe you said all purpose. That is inclusive
Well, that would be
of
even
all
more
purpose.
efficient, yes, if you were eating from it as well, but we're slightly
But-
more
but I think
evolved
you're
than
right.
just a membrane through which we're passing substances.
It's like when the guys
Dinosaurs had
smoke too many
cloacas,
cigarettes.
reptiles have cloacas. Cloacas are wonderful.
Yeah. The cloaca for a person,
We
you
got
gotta
to
like.
Web 2.
But I think birds also then technically have cloacas because they lay
Yeah.
eggs out of the same place where they poop.
Yep, it's true.
You're right, birds and
Birds are just
they're the same.
dinosaurs, so
Yeah.
yeah.
It was the
There's
first step. It
dinosaurs in
was
disguise.
before like full on genitals.
Question: what's everyone's favorite dinosaur? What is
Oh,
everyone's
man, I mean-
favorite dinosaur?
It used to be velociraptors, but then there's Utah raptors. They're even bigger.
Sure.
Mine's
I don't know. I think I like
KFC.
the smaller ones better.
Were there I guess I don't have a specific
I'm just basic though.
word,
so.
but the dinosaurs that were like whales and could swim. Whales?
Whales. They were known as whales. I like those ones. They're like crocodiles.
Yeah, the scaly
Yeah, I like crocodiles.
Yeah.
Those dinosaurs.
sharks are also a type of dinosaur. Oh.
I used to think my favorite was a pachycephalosaur with the big bony heads, and they just headbutt each other. But I think now it's the Parasaurolophus, because it's the big giant crests, It was just a giant sounding horn. So they would just like be trumpeting, you know?
Yeah.
Like a pack theropod with just big ass trumpet nose. And then probably had some feathers, I think. Way cooler. Just have like a
think
big ass like trombone nose.
I think you should drop illustration of them in the chat because I want to see what this creature looks like.
They don't have really big
That would
arms.
involve me doing something though. You're assuming a kind of motivation on my end that the month I've had does not support.
Open Ceosaurus. I like it.
Open Ceosaurus.
Oh man, does that burn some fossil fuel, huh?
Right.
Open Sea is the biggest ETH burner. They're just doing the damn thing. Oh, wait, we've got some dinosaurs.
Giraffes.
Wally's dropping dinosaurs on us. I'm gonna have to edit these in now. It's just creating work for me now. Oh, okay, yeah. This is what I thought you meant. Oh wait,
There's a sound with.
there's a sound. Can we hear it? I don't hear anything.
Lay down. Lay down.
All right, well, I'll try to edit this in later on the YouTube version. Yeah, that's what's really I don't know if anybody has watched any of the YouTube things, especially people that come every week, but they're a little more interesting because I get to edit some things in and cut some crap out. Yep.
Remember the time we were at the zoo and the guy who was the alligator specialist was talking to
The older guy?
Yeah, remember this kid? He came up and started asking questions about alligators, and like the specialist, I guess he was a volunteer. The old guy started talking about how old they are, like how they're like, how old are they?
I mean, I don't know. How old are crocodiles?
Or alligators?
Alligators, millions.
I mean, that
of years
depends on
old?
the individual
basically-
ones. Some of them are like a year, some of them are like 5 years old. You have to
No,
ask
like a
the
species,
alligator.
like millions of years.
Basically, alligators live until something kills them.
Alligators.
I mean,
are the
that's
Chuck
really
Norris of
true. Like
animals.
they
I mean, just
they
like
don't
Florida
die
Man.
of being old.
Right. But I'm not talking about the individuals.
Right, but that's just like
Yeah.
Florida Man. They live until something kills them, usually
Basically,
themselves.
like the species of alligators is like as old as time. Like
They're older than any other animals that are currently
Oh, yeah.
living.
right. They're one of the oldest living animals.
They're older than Adawan the world turtle.
So yeah, like this little kid.
No, he wasn't little. He was a grown man.
No. The kid was asking questions, and a grown man
Oh, that's
chimed
right.
in.
That's right. So you remember the story?
Yeah, I remember. So like we're talking. I think somebody did he just start talking to us? That's what it was. There was some kind of like alligator thing going on. There was an alligator thing going on at the zoo. Like it was like like 3 times a day. There's this big,
They feed them and stuff.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a big feeding, and everybody gathers for the feeding of the alligators. And we just happen to walk up towards the end of it, and this old volunteer kind of like walks up, and he starts like, talking to us for no reason, like whatever. So this guy's like talking to us, and then as soon as the feeding ends, this kid walks up and starts asking the guy questions about alligators, and the guy's telling him how long they've lived, like millions and millions of years old. And this grown man walks up and is like, how is this possible? Like, the world is only 4,500 years old. Yeah, he's like, the world's only 4,500 years old. How is it possible? Are you saying that these And at that moment, I'm picturing like
Space alligators.
Yeah, like exactly.
That's
I'm
exactly the
picturing
thought we
these
had.
alligators like 2001 style, just floating around in space, waiting for Earth to come. So they can descend
That's
upon
pretty
it.
awesome.
We did a comic of it.
So we're going to the zoo tomorrow.
Awesome. Go see the cosmic space alligators.
I was gonna
We
ask if
did.
that's
We
where
did
you
a
got the
whole
idea.
No, and Brian is
We were-
literally sitting here getting his camera ready. Because he's such a nerd about taking pictures of animals.
Oh, well, nothing wrong with that.
There's worse things to take pictures of. Like,
Hey, you know,
Oh, I'm only good enough for your phone.
I don't know.
What were you saying, Wally?
Nothing.
your 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 space gator idea makes a lot of sense in the grand scheme of things. It explains why there's not many aliens that we see on this planet. I guess maybe I don't know.
Saying the alligators are the aliens?
Or are you saying the alligators ate them before they got here?
Maybe. They're the last ones standing. They ate everybody.
That might be the case.
I think humans are the aliens.
Well,
We are the that's exact.
I mean,
I've heard people say that. And then
that
it's just like
I used to think that this was maybe some kind of a prison planet or something like that. And then, and also I love the movie Prometheus. Although there was one huge, in that movie, there's a huge given. There's this thing that you're just supposed to take as truth that I was like, why do I have to take this as truth? I didn't get it. And now I'm not even remember what the hell it was.
I was gonna ask what it was because I watched that recently.
Oh man, it was I think I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while. I would have to watch it again, but it was something about how it was basically a given that they intended to create human life with their experiments. It was they were very much there was this religious thing of oh, they made us on purpose, and this was, and as opposed to human life being a byproduct of an experiment. And I'm drawing a blank on why that was a big deal to me, at the time. But it was something that I really hung on for a while when I would watch it. I'd be like, because I really love that movie. But
Yeah, I like both of them, Prometheus and Covenant.
Well, I think maybe that was
Covenant
just
was
the human
good.
perspective that we assumed we were intentional.
Right. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I mean, Covenant was good, but Covenant was definitely a lot more of an action movie. And
Yeah,
they
more
did
of a thriller.
I could watch David fingering his flute all day long.
Right. I mean, they turned David into kind of this total goth edgelord too, but it was cool. But no, I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I love that movie too, but Prometheus, I could just watch it over and over because of all the permutations and all the weirdness. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There was something else about it, but I don't know. I have to think about that. Oh, the Cobra. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, what was that about?
I mean, the movie's fine as long as you don't expect any human characters to act like humans and follow any sort of logic or characterization.
That's the case with a lot.
I'm signing up for a multi-year interstellar journey, but I'm not here to make friends. I'm just here for the money. No.
Right.
No. No one's gonna sign up for a mission like that. I'm just here for the money. No, that's so fucking stupid. That whole character makes no goddamn sense. His whole motivation doesn't belong in that film whatsoever. That's a failure to understand humans and how they work. It's bad writing.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's bad.
And he died with the guy he didn't want to be friends with, right?
Yeah, he did.
Ridley
So
Scott is an amazing director, and he will take a shit script and spin it into something pretty damn good. And he'll take a great script and he'll spin it into a masterpiece, but I don't think he knows how to tell the difference between the two. He's a great director, but I don't think he's really a writer and he understands how to read a script. That's my take on Ridley Scott. I love him. He's great.
Awesome.
That's a really
Well, I
good
hope they
take.
let him do some more of these.
That's my hot take.
Yep.
I'll shut up and let y'all weigh in now.
I just hope they let him do more of these movies because I like where they're going with this, and I they're not doing well in the box office, so like it sounds like they're trying to keep stopping him from going down this route, but I love it. So I want more Alien prequels.
Weren't they switching it to a TV show now?
Oh,
Wasn't he
geez.
producing a TV show now? Alien TV show?
Yes,
Not
I
the
say,
one on
oh, geez.
HBO, but specifically Alien one.
I don't know. I
Look
say,
up
oh,
that
geez,
Raised by
but
Wolves if you haven't
not
seen
true.
it. That's real solid.
What is it?
Raised by Wolves on HBO.
Oh yeah,
no,
that's
I
been
haven't.
out.
It may or may not be loosely connected to his universe.
Oh, I did not know this.
Hey, if you need my HBO, I'll give you my login, Anthony.
Yes, please.
Yeah, seriously, like I'll give
Easy
you my
yes.
I'll give it like at HBO Max. It's tits.
Awesome, thank you. Just drop that in the chat.
Yes, please.
Oh, all right. Bye, Alan. Thanks for joining us again. We'll catch up soon.
Bye.
Yeah, so I like Ridley Scott. I mean, actually, there's some man. I'm drawing a blank on a lot right now. I'm a little airhead tonight. There was some movie I saw, or like maybe like recently found out was him that I was like, oh wow, that's okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like also like Werner Herzog. He's got some movies that I'm just like, oh, he did that. You know.
You see, Werner Herzog, I recognize him more as an actor than a director. Like, I saw him in something and I was like, man, I've seen that guy before. And I went on IMDb and I'm looking at his director credits and I'm like, I've seen very few of these, but I'm looking at his acting credits and I'm like, I've seen a lot of these. So that's weird that you mention him more as a director than an actor.
He's definitely more of a
Did you do
director.
Port of like Bad Lieutenant?
Yeah, well, that's what
Nicolas Cage.
when Dan was
Yeah, that
talking
movie's
about
great.
Ridley Scott. Yeah, when he was talking about
Like
Ridley Scott
WandaVision.
doing bad movies, you got Bad Lieutenant. I'm like, what is this? Why? Oh man. I mean, I don't know that many. What has Herzog been in as an actor?
I mean, off the top of my head, he was in an episode of Parks and Rec, and he was in that Tom Cruise movie Jack Reacher, and oh god, I can't think of the name, but he was in this
right,
other
he
movie I
was.
saw. But I've seen him as an actor, and I can you can recognize his voice. He's got a very distinct voice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think all of us directors have an inner Werner Herzog voice that tells us when we're being a coward. Slow motion and drones are the tools of cowards.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of. I mean, we watch a lot of.
Thing is insanity among penguins.
What?
Just a poor Werner Herzog impression.
Could they just go crazy?
You may just need to mess around with your settings. I don't know how much you dug into it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I was
But especially,
looking at it a minute ago.
Well, I'm
I
just
mean, look,
happy if
I
you
don't.
can hear me at all, because I got a loaner laptop from a friend after my ex-wife smashed my computer on the
Wow.
ground. So
Damn.
if this works at all, because half the time it doesn't. This is just Buddy's old loner.
Actually, we're gonna try something out, I think, for like some of our October streams. I think we're gonna try to do some streams from a graveyard using my phone as a hotspot. So
Nice.
let's see how that works out. What may end up happening is everybody shows up to a live stream that barely works, and y'all got to do it without us.
Everybody needs to be in a graveyard where they are. We're all in our own graveyard. But we have to do
wow. Then yes. Then we're all in our own little
We're
graveyard.
all in our own graveyards on our phones.
People.
Or phone
This is how you do
laptop.
the metaverse.
Yeah.
We'll have a cuddle club with all the skeletons and
Yes. People are
Technically, we're
advanced.
always cuddling with a skeleton.
That's true. Technically, you're always cuddling a skeleton.
it's true.
This is
Stop
called,
with
if you were here last week, this is what we call independent cuddling.
that. I came up with that phrase.
So yeah, we have some October streams we want to do. That's going to be, I mean, obviously we're going to do this every week, so we have to do it in October, goddammit. So we might as well, make it interesting.
Well, I mean, it's technically Halloween season, and I've been saying that since the beginning of September.
Yeah, I mean,
And-
Halloween started, what, June 30th?
I guess by that definition, it never really ended.
It starts
some of us.
right after the 4th of July. There's nothing between then and now.
There you go.
You know what? It's hard here in New Orleans to get in the Halloween spirit because it's September, but it's still kind of summery, and the past couple of days we've had our first like hints of fall. So it's easy to kind of forget that it's
True.
Halloween season. Like we
For me-
barely get a fall.
For me, you're absolutely right. Like 2 days ago, we got a little bit of a drop in temperature, like mild drop in temperature. And I was like, oh, okay, we're getting there. But for real, like, it's not Halloween season. This is going to sound so cheesy, but it's not Halloween season until I actually watch John Carpenter's Halloween. Because there's something about, like, they have a real fall. And like I just had a moment when anybody who's watching this on YouTube can go back about 25 seconds and see me looking in my brain and listening to the music and feeling fall and being like, oh, okay, yeah, like the first 10 minutes of Halloween, until I watched that, fall didn't start here because it's fucking hot as balls. There's no
I mean, we don't even get like a fall until November. So it's like after Halloween that we even get.
I remember as a kid growing up living in Algiers, and it used to get darker earlier. Like I remember several years in a row where Halloween night it would get dark at like 5:45. And
yeah.
it would be cold. Like you had to pick a costume that you could be out in the cold and go trick-or-treating in. And now it's like the last few Halloweens that we've been able to take Hendrix and Marley trick-or-treating, I'm wearing shorts and a t-shirt and not wearing a costume because it's so goddamn hot outside.
Yeah, like when I worked, I mean, this is years ago now, but I worked at a haunted house, House of Shock. And I remember in October, it would be like the first 2 weeks of working in the house, it would be just it was like working in a trash bag. You were just drenched in sweat because it was just like hot. And you would come out and there would be no relief because it would just be hot and humid outside. And then but into the third and fourth week of October, you would come out and you would be freezing cold, like out of nowhere, just be freezing cold. And then as the years went by, we started to get more and more hurricanes in October. Like it was like all of a sudden there were just hurricanes. I remember the house getting closed like a couple years in a row for hurricanes. And then, yeah, like it's like you said, it's been hot Octobers, but I mean, Louisiana weather's always been a bit unpredictable because I remember, like hot Christmases and hot Thanksgivings as well as a kid. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I
But-
remember them too. But then I also remember it like sort of snowing here.
there was snow 93, 2008. No, 2000. Yeah, it was 2008. 93, 2008.
Snow or just like
No, like
It was a dusting.
frost?
no. There was actual like white. I mean, we're not talking a lot, but there was actual white snow.
Like a dusting.
I went to a graveyard in New Orleans and took a bunch of pictures of snow at the graveyard because that's something you don't see. It was covered in snow.
So
Yeah, I've got a bunch of them.
In 2023, you should get more snow then, right? Every 15 years?
I think we've had snow since then.
I remember the first in maybe 2015, 2016.
There was snow.
Yeah, but it was so light that it was gone as soon as the sun came up. Like a couple hours of sun, it melted.
In 2008, it was around for a while because I remember I had work that day, and I actually worked at John Minor Wisdom that day, and we were done. For whatever reason, I don't remember. Like I think things were closing. I mean, Louisiana and the weather, like everybody's like, "Oh God, it's snowing. Nobody can work." So everything shut down by 11. So like I got my camera and went to the. All right, bye, Jorge. We'll see you later. Yeah, you stay tuned. Yeah. So like I went out with my camera to the graveyard and was like, I've got to get pictures of the graveyard covered in snow. This is not going to happen again.
I think we did that one time.
Yeah, and it happened again. That was the second time. So 8 years later, I gotta go find all these pictures. The second batch might be better. I never did anything with those. Maybe I need to do an NFT series of New Orleans in the snow.
See, man, that's the thing I'm thinking about is doing NFTs of my bird photography.
Bird photography.
Because
What do you mean?
Is there a word for that?
bird photography.
Ornithography?
Which birds are you photographing?
I mean, I've
You go get
basically
a coffee.
I've only taken pictures in and around like Picayune, Mississippi. That's like where my in-laws live. It's Perkinston, and it's mostly cardinals. I've gotten some of goldfinch, a couple of woodpeckers, like a red-headed woodpecker and a red-bellied woodpecker, and recently I got a lot of hummingbird pictures and a few of an osprey, which is like a hawk.
Oh, cool.
But I'm still learning how to use the camera because that's a big learning curve. You can watch all the videos you want about how to change the settings and everything, but until you actually take a picture with it and see how it comes out, it's you
Yeah.
don't really know.
Yeah.
But I was just looking through it, like an NFT is basically just it's a fucking JPEG. You know? So if a JPEG can sell for half a fucking ETH, why can't a picture of an actual animal sell for half an ETH?
You know,
Wait. You're not selling animals. You're still selling JPEGs.
Yeah,
don't
I
know
mean,
what
I'm
it-
selling a JPEG. But
you
I
know what his
mean,
plans are.
it still takes some effort to like take the picture and edit it and put it on the
Is
internet.
this
So
gonna be
like, what's the difference?
It's gonna be an updated Portlandia sketch. Like,
Put a
we
bird
can
on it.
put a bird on it. We can NFT that bird. We can NFT that. Didn't they also had we can pickle that, so we can NFT that.
You can pickle a bird too.
We can NFT that. We can put a bird on it, NFT it, pickle it.
Pickle it. That's we mailed that to the person who bought the NFT.
Right. Pickled bird NFTs. Gotcha. And this is the latest profile picture that goes up to 40 ETH. Pickled birds.
Some are highly collectible.
All right. You got the alpha here. There's 5 people here that know about pickled birds. And, yep.
Meet Joe.
This is Joe. Her Poe app hasn't come yet. Oh, speaking of which, there's only 5 of us here, but if you want to claim the Poe app, you got to DM the Poe app bot. What is the password? The password is microphone.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. The Poe app bot is very interesting. Discord bots are very interesting in general. I really, that's how Discord is better than the old internet, is because you can do all these essential, like, kind of like little code tricks to make it more interoperable and fun and gamified and all these other things. So yeah, that's why people are talking and stuff, and y'all are getting leveled up, because you get that doesn't mean anything at this point, but I think I can add like channels to where if you are a certain level, you get to go into certain channels that other people that are lower level don't get. Also, you can earn moderator status and things like that, where you can edit channels that other people can't edit and things like that. But that's for like when the community gets big enough for all that type of stuff to be happening. Yeah, this show, I'm glad everybody showed up, because we didn't do crap to prepare for this. I was like still editing last week's episode. I didn't even do a Facebook invite this week, which I do every week. I didn't do it this time. Not that, I don't think that brings in many people anyway. So
It's been a weird week though. It's been like kind of a busy week. I don't know where it went. I mean,
yeah.
Honestly, I was kind of more excited about this one because it was unplanned. So it's more
Yeah, that was
Discordian
kind of
being that it's on
exactly.
Discord.
Discordian. This is great. So I've been a Discordian by religion since 2001. And now Discord being like a platform, and like being like that Discord is a huge part of crypto culture. It's like being a Discordian is like it's like I was like already here before it got here. Like everybody gets here and they're like, this is total chaos. I fucking hate Discord. What the hell is going on? And I'm like, yes, I'm home. This is what the internet should be. Just madness everywhere. You can do whatever you want anywhere. And it's also in public. It's kind of in public basically, because it's a weird public-private crossover, because if you know someone and you are on the same servers with someone, you can see everything they're doing. But if you're not on servers with them, you can't see what they're doing. So it's a very interesting cross of like, you think you see a lot of what people are doing on there, but you actually don't know how many servers they're a part of that you're not a part of. So you don't get a complete picture of anybody. You get the picture that you, it's almost like, you know, on Facebook, you go and you can see like how you've interacted with one person. That's kind of what Discord is all the time. You are seeing how you interact with all the people that you know all the time, but you have no idea how they're interacting with other people. It's a very weird public-private situation, but I love it.
Yeah. I find it better than Facebook. As confusing as it is for me to navigate, I still am more inclined, like when I sit down and get on my computer, I'm more inclined to get on Discord than I am Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I mean, they're very different. I also come to Discord for different reasons than Facebook, because the friends I have on Discord are not the same necessarily as the friends I have on Facebook. I mean, obviously, you three guys I know on Facebook, so that's cool. But for the most part, like, yeah, Hydra and Liquidiate. You gotta unplug something over here. Unplug that black one.
3 black ones.
It's the one in the middle. Yep. Yeah, Hydra and Liquidiate, I know from working in DAOs. I met Hydra with the Polygon Advocates, and I met Alan with Liquidiate with the Bankless DAO. And yeah, but like I come here, like a lot of the people I know here are from different community than Facebook. But it's crazy here. I mean, there's always like a call to jump on. There's always some video or like whatever, some streaming going on. There's always something. It's Discord is more like what the metaverse is going to be. You're going to be plugged in and there's going to be things going on that you're going to want to go to. Whereas I feel like Facebook is a lot more like, I feel like there's a lot of people on Facebook that like don't interact at all. Like I have a friend that literally when I see him in person, he'll be like, "Oh yeah, I saw your thing on Facebook." And I'll be like, "You didn't interact with it. You didn't."
A lot of people though.
Yeah, and that's what
like
I'm saying.
kind of
It's weird. Like
Facebook culture of
yeah,
seeing it but not
interacting. And it's like, what's the point of social media
It's very sneaky.
to just like stalk people and
That is the fun of it though.
Well, the thing is, that's what's different about Web3 is that, you know, Web3 and crypto is all about you have to interact with it.
Yeah.
Like you have to touch it. You have to click the button. If you don't click the button, it doesn't know you're there. And that's what, you know, because obviously Web3 is basically just a browser extension touching Web2. You're using Web2 to have this browser extension touch Web3 for you. But yeah, if you don't touch it, it's not doing anything. So yeah, like I'm interested to see how social media is gonna evolve with Web3. And, you know, I mean, if you think about it, even the Web2 algorithms want you to touch it, but they're not doing anything beneficial for you. So that's why people don't. They're like, oh, I don't need to click this like. I don't need to do this thing. People also value likes too much. Like they're withholding their like for something good. And it's like, this is all crap. We're all just crapping on the internet. What are you holding out for, sir?
That's true.
Okay.
People think they're very discerning about their likes. They think it means something. Like your specific like is so important to the person who posted a photo or whatever.
I just had a strange thought though.
It means something.
So, okay, this really just kind of occurred to me. Likes are the equivalent to a degree of, so, you know, 40 years ago when you had people like listening to your song or buying your picture or whatever, like, isn't that technically the same thing? Like, people were living for the likes, which were the sales of their thing, and in this day and age, likes are sales. Somebody gets that like, it's a, it that gives them something.
I mean, it gives you dopamine. The sale
To
goes.
receive it, but the person who's giving the like, it's like you're not actually spending money on that thing. Whereas like in the past, you'd have spent money on an album or a piece of art. So like there's no reason to withhold. I like everything I see. I don't. And for me, it's just from the creator point of view. It's like, someone put the effort to make something and then took a couple minutes to like go through the process of sharing it. So that's worthy enough for me to like it. Like, good for you.
Well, that's the interesting part is I wonder how much of the not liking and not participating. I mean, this isn't for like Facebook. This would be more for I guess Instagram and stuff like that. But I wonder if the motive to not liking is more like, we all know about the algorithm now, so we all know like if you like something, you're boosting someone else, and I wonder,
So you want to like
Right.
some people might be kind of spiteful and like intentionally not like something.
Yeah, like,
they
oh,
don't want it to.
You don't like my stuff, I'm not gonna like your stuff or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're very unhappy.
I think we've gotten very off subject with this. Yeah. Well, I mean, no, I guess to bring it all around, like, I feel like Web 2 is very, it's not friendly. It's a place where people go to argue and complain and vague post. And, on Instagram, you go there to lie and act like your life is so great. And, and I think Web 3, and like the way that I interact with people on Discord is very different than the way I interact with people on Facebook. Even in the sense of like, I've gotten into some huge heated like political and moral arguments with people on Facebook. And I just can't see that happening on Discord because
it doesn't show you everything everybody does.
Well, not just that, but it's like we're here for different reasons, and we're from all over the world with different viewpoints. And it's so, when you get out of, like, Facebook is your neighborhood. And when you get out of your neighborhood into a bigger internet and a bigger social community, you realize that your political views or the people that you're arguing with, like the people that you're now talking to on Discord don't care, or like they have different political things that it's really that you don't, it's not that they don't care, it's that you don't know their politics because you don't understand what they're going through and they don't understand what you're going through. Like, you probably can't even locate each other on a map, so like you're around there somewhere, and okay, you're over there. Like, I mean, you don't know how many, like, people think New Orleans, like, people in the United States think New Orleans is a place that people know. And whenever I talk to anyone from outside of the United States and I say, oh, I'm from New Orleans, they're like, oh, where is that? Louisiana. Where is that?
This is true. I mean, my parents didn't even know where Louisiana was.
Politics, we feel like we're thinking. Yeah, like, nobody knows where New Orleans, Louisiana is, and we think this is like, a popular place that people know. It's like,
it's not international.
It's not international. I mean, technically
I've met people from Germany and spent like a couple of days with them when I was with this band. They stayed with us, and when I asked them where they were from, they were like, "Oh, we're from, whatever." I was like, "Oh, where's that?" Like, I know where Germany is, but where is that?
Well, yeah, exactly. I can't tell you where anything in Germany is. But I mean, that's also. You want to get into the education system like we were talking about earlier?
Which is like
Unix
basic
and-
geography.
No. What's up?
Oh, I said Munich in the south. I know that. It's the kind
Yeah, it's around there somewhere.
but then again, like I have German friends, so they're always schooling me on this stuff. So they're like, "You don't know where Munich is? What's wrong with you?"
Yep. Look, I'd put it this way. I guarantee Europeans can probably name more states in the right spot than Americans can name European countries in the right spot.
I guarantee you, more Europeans can speak more languages than Americans can speak English.
Oh, come on. That's a given. Oh, man. Dan, what are you up to? What's been going on?
Oh boy.
Are you working on a film? I know you have a festival as well. What's going on with that?
Shit. Well, the film got put on a brief hiatus for a nasty divorce, and festival just kind of limped its way through. So that happened, and yeah, um, trying to get like the last 3 scenes shot before the weather turns here, and trying to figure out how I'm gonna edit my footage with no computer, and yeah, but I fucked out of town to Riot Fest last weekend, so that was awesome.
Awesome.
I scored a
Where
couple
are you?
$800 deluxe tickets for like nothing, and managed to score a room 2 blocks away from the entrance gates
Nice.
somehow. So yeah, that was epic. So
Oh,
come see, come saw.
what albums did Faith No More play a full album, and did Mr. Bungle play a full album, or did they just do a mishmash of everything?
Mike Patton bitched out. And they
What?
got other bands to fill in.
What? Come on.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like 3 days beforehand.
Oh,
so,
right. It was like
so
mental
Rise
stress or
Against
something he
filled
was talking
in,
about, right?
and I can't remember who else filled in. But
Why did he bitch out?
mental health is the reason that they gave. So
Oh,
I don't
geez.
know what's going on with Mike Patton, but me and my festival companion were slightly bummed. So
Yeah, that sucks.
But-
That sucks.
it was all right because
Where-
after Rancid, between Rancid and RTJ, we kind of needed a break anyway, and that's when Faith No More would have been on. So, yeah, it was all right.
So, where are you located at?
I'm Lansing, Michigan. So
Okay.
it's just a quick train hop down to Chicago there.
I heard sorry, I had to pop out for a second, but I heard Mike Patton was stopping all of his tours because of mental health issues.
That yeah.
Apparently,
That's all we heard.
yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I heard it was because he was afraid of the whole COVID thing. And that's part of mental health too, but I don't.
I mean, that could be. I will say that the festival, I have never experienced such a just beautiful feeling of love and warmth. Like the crowd was just so happy to be there, and the bands, like having not played anywhere for 2 years, and then to have this joyous crowd in front of them, like the bands were like literally crying with happiness while they were playing on stage. It was an unbelievable experience. Like we were dancing in the rain to Beach Bunny while Beach Bunny was crying with happiness while they were playing for us. It was incredible. So,
Awesome.
yeah. Hopefully there's not like a massive outbreak that follows because it was pretty fantastic. So,
We've got a dog harassing us under the table here. He won't stop butting us.
To cuddle. Leave him alone.
He's trying to cuddle at the Cuddle Club.
not
No
my
cuddling
kids.
at the Cuddle Club, sir. Independent
is after
cuddling
midnight.
only.
In times of COVID, it's only
But-
independent.
But yes, I do need to finish my films because I want to do the debacle, but it's going to be hard to do the debacle if I haven't finished shooting this film. I did help a friend with a 48-hour project, so that got finished and that's going out to festivals.
Oh, cool.
And then
Awesome.
another friend's project just finally wrapped up, so that's actually Sick and Wrong is the first festival he sent it to, so that's cool.
Nice.
It's something we worked
Very
on last
cool.
fall during the plague times.
Did you do the debacle last year?
Yeah, yeah. And that film actually just won best male lead at what was it?
What film was
Nasty
that?
Frames. The Gorgonea. There's the one called the Nick Cage
Okay.
references.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So a disturbing collection
Yeah,
of
congrats.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited about the debacle. We don't know if we're gonna do it, but we're excited about it anyway. We'll definitely
December.
watch it.
I'm hoping to, but it's Thanksgiving, so my usual crew is going to be busy with family crap. So I'm
What?
trying to figure out
Wait
if
a
I can
second.
do it with a crew of people I'm not used to working with.
It's earlier this year. I thought it was in mid-December.
No.
No, the screenings are in December.
Oh,
But the shoot time is the weekend after Thanksgiving.
It's
Oh
like
my
right
gosh.
from Thanksgiving in the following. Like,
Yeah, Thursday at 6 o'clock to Sunday at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, it is earlier
We're
this
talking
year
about-
because the festival's December this year.
Right.
Oh.
Basically, what
okay.
he's doing is he's going to run the live festival the weekend through that. I forget the dates, but it's in the middle of December, and then the streaming of the debacle will be online the following 4 days. Bob, calm down, buddy. You're knocking the table. All this table knocking microphone noise. All right, you got to go, buddy. Jeez.
play fight with one of our cats.
Look, last week at this time, everybody was independent cuddling and they were not disturbing us, and now it's a whole rigmarole.
I don't even know where my cat is right now.
My cat's licking
Oh,
my
man.
fingers.
So what are you working on, Wally?
Same. Just the feature. No. Thinking about
It's
starting
animated?
a quick. Yeah.
How far along are you?
I think I'm like maybe 12 minutes in.
Oh wow.
So
Oh, man.
12 out of 82. Because
So you're gonna finish in what, 2024? Or
no, I want to finish sooner. It's just I gotta stop drinking so much and getting high.
It's an honest individual right there.
Yep. That sounds like everybody's problem.
He has like half an episode of Get Up Hero, or over half an episode, and I'm like been saying like
She's been riding me.
Well, because he now has
I
had,
deserve it.
but he's had the episode longer than it took for me to animate the 15 minutes.
Look,
Like, I animated it in a couple months, and he's had it for like 5.
how many YouTube videos have I uploaded? Like, I've obviously taken on a lot of new things.
At least
And
one, right? At least one video.
At least one. But no, I mean, we're doing a live stream every week now. I got to edit that.
How about I won't do any more live streams?
Oh.
You finish the episode, because I feel like I need to start getting tough.
No, I also, I've been doing a lot of stuff with DAO stuff and I've just been trying to do too much. And that's what it comes down to is I'm really trying to, balance out and figure out what's the most important stuff. And obviously I need to,
Creative stuff is.
I need to get back on Piro, but I haven't been in that mind space. I also did, to be fair, I did the theremin for Fat Fleshy Fingers like 3 times maybe. Like I did theremin. I did a lot of theremin. And I'm actually still not even done theremin. I totally forgot. I still have to try to write a melody on theremin.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
Hard
no,
with those fat, fleshy fingers.
And Michael Epstein is the one that asked for it, and they're already filming. So,
Is that the horse deworming thing? Is that what that is?
Horse deworming.
Yeah, he's You got us. You got us. I forget. Yeah. It's not trending on Twitter, so I don't remember what it's called. Oh, ivermectin. There you go. There you Ivermectin. Oh, look. We've got a new guest. Martin. Welcome. Welcome. You should go get the fat fleshy finger. We didn't show it last week.
We don't have a finger.
The worm.
All about timing.
No, the worm.
Where is it?
Isn't it in there?
I'll look. I'll go look.
We have the worm. We should have shown it last week when Steven was here. I asked him to come out again, but I'm sure he was not wanting to be tired again. I don't know, man. Is this like a bad time, or is this midnight thing killing people?
I don't know. It was afternoon for somebody.
Right? I mean, I think it's early morning in Asia. Wait, I think I got a DM from a Teletubby. It's probably a scam. If a Teletubby DMs you on Discord, it's a scam.
If anybody
yeah.
DMs you on Discord and says you want half a fucking Bitcoin, it's a scam.
Look, that is my problem with Discord is there's a lot of scammers and there's, a lot of weird things going on and just madness and
He's swinging this thing around.
Oh, there it is. That's the fat fleshy finger.
It's not a finger.
Sir,
Why
sir,
is the movie
please,
called Fat Fleshy Fingers
sir,
if
please
this
put
isn't
your
a finger?
pants away.
Got inappropriate really fast.
Wait,
You might wanna
is this
get that
Discord?
looked
I
at.
thought this was
It's got some sort of
Chatter.
growth.
I thought this was
It has 4 mouths.
Cam Roulette or whatever. I don't know.
How does it stretch that far?
Yeah, so this is the star of our feature film that we're doing with Steven. It is very shiny, as you can see.
It's also very sticky.
And off-putting.
It
The
looks
color
like
is
it's
very
already
counhealthy.
coated in KY.
Does it have a
Ready to
healthy
go?
jiggle?
It does.
I'm like
it's
holding
very
it at the
jiggly.
base and letting it do its dance.
Good. That pleases
Yeah.
me. The dance pleases me, sir. Please.
This
dance
is
for me.
Leto the Second, God Emperor of Dune. So, yeah, we're filming the Dune sequel.
The juice is all the Duncan Idahos.
This is the announcement. We've been
The Gola Idahos.
keeping it quiet.
We've taken over the production, and you know, since Dune can never get a sequel, we've already just jumped on it because we know it won't. Oh, see, well, I'm telling the dogs to stop knocking things. I'm smacking the computer with this thing.
You know, the thing is, I'm really glad we got one of these because we're doing the animated interstitials. And so really technically we didn't really
You
need
need a
this.
reference model. Absolutely.
That's
You
true.
get all the different angles.
Yeah.
I mean, they're kind
Absolutely.
of all the same.
Wink, wink. You need one.
I mean,
A reference. Wink, wink.
I might be the first person on the internet to have used it in a sexual way. So there's that.
Nice. Details, please.
Graphic. I just had it hanging out of my mouth for promotional material because that always
Instagram.
what will get people to give us money for the Kickstarter except for this thing hanging out of my mouth, you know, like
It got funded, so
It got funded.
You could have Maplethorped that. Really bring the money in.
yeah. So
he was gonna do the stream today topless, so it would have been appropriate. Like,
yeah,
Topless right now.
I mean, I'll do it topless because my camera's off.
I think everybody's topless except us. I don't know. Well,
My cat's
Yeah.
topless.
Why not?
what you don't know.
There we go.
Hey!
What y'all don't know is that I'm actually bottomless. So
What y'all don't know is, yeah, same thing.
Bonus.
look at this guy with his farmer's tan.
Yep.
All right, Jax, whose arms are those? Oh. So, what time is it? We have gone past the hour.
it's time to go. I'm
It's
done.
time to go. She's done with this.
I agreed to 1 hour a week. So,
Well, I'm glad that everyone came out. Do we have any closing? Let's go through some closing things. Let's recap tonight's episode. What have we gone through? We've
your
gone through
computer, dinosaurs,
computer being a dinosaur.
multi-use holes.
Multi-use holes, which actually that reminds me, we were talking about Web 1 and how it was a bunch of walled gardens, bunch of one-way streets. You know, Web 2 was a bunch of
Cloacas.
two-way holes. A bunch of cloacas is what Web 2 is basically. And and let's see what else. Web 3, you gotta fondle it. Fat fleshy fingers also need to be fondled. 72-hour film debacle is a thing everybody in this room wants to do, right, Wally?
Yes.
Probably.
No. Wally's like, I'm not doing it. I got a feature. I don't have time to be stressed out.
I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna want to do it, but
Why don't we use this? Look? Hey, Steven, are you watching this? We're gonna use the worm in our debacle film. No, we're not gonna do that. We'll save that for next year after Fat Fleshy Fingers is finished. It would be rude to do it before. It would be rude. We'll do it as a follow-up to the feature. All right, now we got cats knocking microphones.
she's going to turn into a pumpkin.
All right.
Don't end this.
Next week, in-depth discussion of polyamory and kink.
Yes. in NFT form. Let's. Can we NFT and pickle that with a bird on it?
How can we monetize?
Hashtag trademark.
That's it. That's all we talked about.
That's it.
We're
That's
done.
all we talked about.
Yeah.
Oh, if anybody wants to claim the POAP, DM the POAP bot. The password is microphone.
Hey, can I say something about the debacle?
Yeah.
So I saw one of the posts on Instagram. I think moist is one of the words. And
Moist
I
isn't
was
even a word.
It's a potential
What's that?
mood.
Yeah. I was like, oh man, that's tough.
Who left us?
Brian.
No, it's not.
Brian left.
Moist is a mood? It was a mood?
Yeah, it's a potential mood. It's one of 19 potential moods.
Well, you have some time to
I
think
know
about
what
it.
it's like to feel moist.
Well, I watched the live stream today. I was there. Is moist a mood?
Yeah.
You know what? Brian left already, but I'll tell you what, Brian would agree with this. Moist is a mood. Because if my socks are moist, that's a fucking mood right there, all right? I am done. If my socks are wet, I am done. All right? That's a mood. So if we get moist, it's going to have socks in it. All right. Well, anything else, guys? Any closing statements?
No.
No closing statements. All right. Well, if you have any social media, any short films, anything that you would like to share, go ahead and drop those in the social media drop or the chats or whatever. And everyone, good morning and good night. And we will see you next week, same time, midnight Eastern Standard Time.
Bye.
Bye.